Congressman, why was this vote, why was this debate so important today? And was it changed? Was it aided by support from two Republican senators who were irate after that briefing with Trump's national security team yesterday?
Thank you, Nicole, for your question. I previously served on active duty, and if we're going to put our troops in harm's way, we better have a strategy. Unfortunately, we don't have a strategy from the Trump administration. We just have impulsive and reckless decision-making by the president, and Republicans are seeing that, too. It's not just Senators Rand Paul and Mike Lee. It's also Republicans in the House of Representatives. This is going to be a bipartisan vote in the House.
I hadn't heard that. Are you ready to name names? What Republicans are going to vote with Democrats to limit the president's war powers?
It is my expectation that Matt Gaetz and Representative Massey will vote for this resolution as well.
And that would be a big deal. And for someone like Matt Gaetz, a presidential bosom buddy, to basically co-sign this reassertion of congressional authority over acts of war feels like a significant moment in the Trump presidency. Am I reading too much into that?
I believe it would be. Let's see when the vote happens and make sure he delivers. But you have a number of Republicans who believe in the principle that it is Congress that has the power to declare war. That's what it says in the Constitution, and that's what this war powers resolution is. It's the House of Representatives reclaiming our war powers back from the executive branch.
I have to ask you, before he retired, Senator Bob Corker actually sought to limit some of Donald Trump's nuclear authority as president, and he was very vocal. He said publicly that Donald Trump hadn't displayed the competence for the job that he had. He described the West Wing as an adult daycare facility, publicly and privately bemoaned the departures of Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, was very close to H.R. McMaster and Jim Mattis. He seemed like a lone voice. Is there an uptick since he left Congress in terms of Republican concern about Donald Trump's fitness as commander-in-chief?
I think with his last strike and going to bring a war with Iran, we're seeing more Republican concern. I previously introduced legislation with Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts to require the president to seek congressional authorization before he could launch a nuclear first strike. And in terms of the whole nuclear issue, we have to ask, in terms of Iran, what the actual goal of our government is. If it, in fact, is to get Iran back to the negotiating table on nuclear weapons, we're much further away from that goal because Iran has, in fact, said they're no longer abiding by any nuclear limits on their program. And that's a direct result of Donald Trump's reckless decision-making.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.